Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome everyone. Madad ya Mawlana, Madad ya Sayyidi, Madad. Darina Amin. Muharram Mubarak for everyone. Muharram is a kind, for the mystics, it is like the beginning of the year. You know? It's not the official counting, but it is like a kind of beginning. You know? So in this month, if you can, for example, fast tomorrow, it will be very beneficial. If you can fast all the 10 days up to 10th Muharram, it will be very, very beneficial. Yeah. If you fast tomorrow and you fast 9, 10th or 10th, 11th, yeah, that is, for dervish people it's must. Yeah. We have to do it, right? So it's up to you. Muharram is considered not to be an easy month, right? But it is a meaningful month, very, very meaningful. And what happens in the first 10 days, yeah, is a kind of map for the coming year for yourself and for us as a collective, as humanity. So, as it is an interactive field, yeah, it is good for us to pray a lot in that month, no? Because this is the only thing we can do. Yeah. Our thoughts will not do anything good if we don't put it in this direction. No? So, inshallah, remember as much as you can to wake up sometimes in your daily life and make a dua for people you love, for the people you don't love, for your parents, for the Ummah of Muhammad, for all humanity, for peace, that you like peace, that you pray for your peace, that you pray for harmony, for a good way to grow. No, inshallah. So, mind is negative. Yeah. And it is very important that you understand that the mind is negative. So it thinks negative. Yeah. Therefore, you worry about the past, present, future. There's always the negative, right? About yourself, looking negative at you, isn't it? Parents looking negative. Relationships looking negative. Everything is negative. Work is negative, right? Yeah. House negative. Basically everything. No, my body negative. Yeah. Future negative. World negative. Leaders negative. Everything negative. Yes. Because the mind is negative. This mind is negative. It gives you negative answers because it is connected. It is, we said that the body is the interface to the subconsciousness. But to make it to appear, yeah, you have to have a negative mind. A negative mind actually picks up the subconsciousness. Yeah, that's the shadow mind. And the shadow mind looks shadowy into everything, basically. Yeah? And so it cannot nourish you. If you think that now is the latest, just I read it today, the latest researches about neurology and thinking. If someone overthinks all the time, it is in every level bad, yeah, for your health, for your mental health, yeah, physical health, mental health. It is not good for you, right? It's research now, yeah. And And the reason why it is not good, it is simply you can't nourish yourself from it. Yeah. So when you think and think and think with a negative mind, at the end of the day, you know you are finished. Yeah. You want to kill yourself. You will reach depression, you will reach anxiety, you will reach fears. This is the result of a negative mind. Yeah. There is no reason why you should have all the time fears from everything. No, isn't it? Yeah. As long as it's not bombs hailing down on you, no, at the moment. Yeah. And let's say we are now in a very particular time, but take it back some years, 10 years. Yeah. Well, not everything was on such a peak point, no? Yeah. But if you take it back even 50 years, you were the same, you know? Yeah. People would talk negative, right? And if you ask the elder people, how was it in the old times? It was better. Now today negative. If you would have all asked them at their time, they would have said also it's negative. You understand? Yeah. Every generation thinks negative. It doesn't matter to which them belong. Only in the long time they say the past was better, right? And you do the same. You say the past was better, no? So meaning it's a negative thinking, right? It's clear, no? Yeah. So you can't nourish yourself from it. And so therefore it is very important to find something positive. Now I want to tell you how you do, first of all, when you think, with yourself, and you find all these faults in you, these mistakes that you made in the past, and that you, uh, all these things, that you see also now, they are not good with you. Yeah? Turn it around. See something which is good with you. You know, find every day at least three things that you can say, this is very good with me. Yeah. Okay. And you will see it's difficult. Yeah. You will probably have difficulties to say this is good because the mind, the negative mind, doesn't know good. Yeah. It cannot actually make good. Yeah. It is a negative number. Yeah. You can't ask the negative number to be a positive number, right? Yeah. It's an odd number. It cannot turn around. It cannot say, okay, now I will be an 8. Yeah. 8 is positive. Yeah. No, it is not possible, right? So this negative mind, the more you identify with it, it poisons your whole life. It destroys you at the end. This is why Malala used to say, you become Delhi or Wali, which means you become mad or a saint. This is the option that you have with this mind, right? And if you do not take a practice that detaches you somehow with this mind, you see, it is also negative because belief, faith is positive. So the mind cannot match with faith. Yeah. If you think it, logically, it's impossible, right? Yeah, if there is an all power force, if there is an all merciful one, if there's all forgiving one and all this and all that, you come to the point, okay, first of all, if it is all written, all determined, you are in the puppet state, no? And there is no thing for you, right? No matter what you do, it is written, bang, bang, right? One thing. The other thing is you can't find a sense in terms of justice. Yeah. You cannot understand it. It's not logic, right? Babies die, babies get killed, tortured, abused, God knows what. What is the logic of that? Yeah. You have a lot of things that you cannot integrate logically, mind-wise, with faith. This is why science cuts out faith. Yeah, it's the very logic reaction on it. No? Yeah. It says there is nothing higher or this. Psychology. If you want to have a logic in psychology, you have to cut out faith. Yeah, that's why they cut out faith. Yeah, right? Because faith and mind is a paradox. Yeah. They can only coexist if you allow the paradox, right? Until you do not see the divine itself, yeah, that will lift all the questions and all the reasons and all the doubts in your mind, yeah, you will live with doubts, you will live with negativity. Yeah. And in that mind, when you say, for example, like the New Age always tells you, you just have to flow, right? Let go, yeah. You will go down, yeah. You will flow down, right? In that condition, when you are in that negative condition, yeah, and you can ask yourself, am I negative or am I positive? Yeah, right? And you can see it as a collective what we produce. Do we produce positivity? Far away from that. No. We want to hear negative news. Positive news is not interesting for the negative mind. Yeah. We want to see films where they kill each other and where they have drama and where they have karma, right? We don't want to see a beautiful world, and everyone caresses each other and says, I love you, so sweet with you, yeah, 2 hours, a film like this, you want to run away, right? But if they hunt each other and they cheat each other and they blackmail each other and they make tricks and God knows, there's a good movie, no? So the negative mind loves that. But the negative mind, as we said it before, it cannot nourish you, cannot feed you, cannot give you. Yeah. So you go to faith. But faith and that negative mind don't work together. This is why the religious people are so unhappy. Yeah. Many of them. Yeah. Even unhappier than the non-believers. Yeah. Non-believers, at least they have some fun. But the religious people, they have to look to the neighbor, and if they want to have fun, they say, you do wrong. Yeah. I'm not following the path correctly. Yeah, you do something wrong. Negative mind loves to do that. Loves to correct everyone, right? Yeah, yeah. If you have 10 Muslims together, you have 11 opinions, all negative. Yeah, that's how it is. No, that's why they cannot form a community. Yeah, you would think we have the same faith. We should become a superpower in the world, isn't it? Yeah, they should all come together, right? And no one could make a thing. Yeah, but it is not like that. The opposite happens. Yeah, all these neighbors, Qataris, Dubais, Abu Dhabis, and so on, Kuwaitis, Iraqis, don't like each other, like everywhere. Yeah, because the neighbor is negative as well. Yeah, so when you live in this world only, you fall, you fall. And flowing or let go in this concept is the path to complete uh, uh, destruction. So what you need to do there is you need discipline. Discipline is positive. Yeah. You need order. You need effort. Yeah. You cannot say, oh, effort, we go effortless. Yeah. Who will build a house effortless? Come on, all this nonsense talking that you listen day in and day out. Yeah, you have to become effortless. You're effortless on your head, Yahoo. Yeah, yeah. If you want to be effortless, go sleep and watch TV. This is effortless. Yeah. If you wanna achieve something, you have to make effort. Yeah, right. That means you go to the source. Yeah, the source is positive. This is why when they touched Jesus, yeah, alayhi salam, Jesus asked this man because he scratched him. It was not like just a touch. He scratched him by chance. It wasn't his intention. But it was such a squeezed um, assembly, and he got scratched. So he says to this man, "Why do you touch me?" Yeah. And he said, "Because you are good." And Jesus' answer was, "Allah alone is good." Yeah. Right? Interesting, isn't it? Yeah. So this is why the worlds that the divine creates have a negativity. It cannot be otherwise reflected. Yeah, it cannot be seen, you know. Yeah. If only goodness is made, there is no way to find out what is what. Yeah. So in these dimensions where everything is in bliss, you can not grow. Yeah. You need a place where there is negativity. So the strongest teachings you find in hell. Yeah. Hell is beyond. Yeah. Hell, you learn. Yeah. You will learn every moment you will learn in hell. No? And so a part of our existence here has hell. Yeah. Is hell, actually. No? You understand that, right? And that's something you need to accept. The moment you accept, the moment you become thankful, you turn the negativity into neutrality. You put a neutral force on it. Yeah. And the moment you can agree and you surrender, you become positive. You turn it into a positive thing. And that would be the path. No? This is what when we say tariqat is not just those steps and those things. It is an energetic process to turn the negative position we are all into it in the beginning into a neutral one and finally into a positive one. Yeah, we become acceptive, or you understand? Yeah, my poor English. All right. And we become uh, thankful. We become joyful. Joyful is positive, of course. Yeah. We become peaceful. Yeah. So we turn from a negative complaining mind. Yeah, the negative mind is a complaining mind, always complaining. We turn it into a process of tariqat. Yeah, we turn it into a positive being, a positive condition, a positive life. No. So therefore, the moment you think too much about the world, you cannot do a thing else than to think negative, because the world is negative. The world, yeah. When we talk about world in Sanskrit, they have that name Maya, yeah, illusion, illusionary world, yeah, dunya, yeah, an illusionary world is negative, yeah, okay. And finally, if we all awaken, we will turn it into a positive world, and that would be the next step, and that will be the peace for the collective, right? Then we will be in peace. Otherwise, no. Yeah. Okay. So now we come to these strong processes where we see again what our negativity does. Yeah, because it is not just our person, It is us, of course, together. We create all that, no? And we cannot learn, yeah, through positivity, because the mind can't take anything when it is positive. It denies it. It says, no, 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 no. I don't want that. Yeah. So we cannot just hear it and walk and be okay. Yeah. We have to resist. This mind resists. This mind denies. This mind lies. Yeah. This mind excuses. Yeah. That mind cheats. Cheats you also. Yeah. And for this reason, because this mind is unable to do good for itself, there are the laws. The laws say, okay, you are an idiot, you can't understand a thing, but here's the laws. Yeah. If you transgress them, you get a little bit bang bang on your pompelino. Yeah, right. Yeah, that's how it is. No, they have to explain everything. Don't steal. Yeah, don't kill. Come on, they have to say everything. Yeah, don't run to the neighbor's wife. Yeah, don't steal. We said it already. What else? Yeah, and all these things that no, they have to write it down. Yeah, so that you don't forget it. What do? They transgress. No. So in America, they have already 10% of the population in prison. Yeah, or I don't know how many, but it's a high percentage. Yeah, we also going in that direction. Finally, you either sit in the mental house in the prison, or in this other cabinet, yeah, where you think you're successful, but it's horrible there. Yeah, okay. Parliament, for example, yeah. You become a politician, oh my goodness, you think about suicide every day. Yeah, okay. So learn that to understand that when we say you cannot trust your mind, it is not because your mind is wrong, but it is the polarity of the mind that you cannot trust. You understand? Yeah. It will always have this filter of negativity. Therefore, learn to think. I know it sounds very stupid, but learn to think positive. Yeah. Right? Make this trick. Make this trick, and therefore be thankful every day. Yeah. Okay. And if you want to go fast, then see everyone except you better. Yeah. See everyone ahead of you. See everyone better of you. Try that. Try that for a week or for 3 days at least. Just try consciously. Anybody that you meet, you say, mashallah, better than me. Yeah. And then look what happens to you. Yeah. Right. And in this way, we can, inshallah, develop. So for the dervish, we do not complain, and we try to accept. Yeah. Whatever there is, we try to accept. Yeah. Acceptance is not surrendering. It means simply the fact that we honor the fact that something exists as it is. Yeah. We do not say it is bad or good. We just simply say, yes, this situation exists. Yeah. And I will not have the will to change it. I accept it, first of all. Yeah. I will not go with my negative mind and find the next negative thing, because then everything appears to you like a problem. You understand there is no solution in that mind. Yeah. It can't give you a solution. And that makes you so crazy because you think you have the best mind of the planet. Yeah. Yeah. And then you always think, you look at your life and you say, yes, salam. What the heck happens? Yeah. Why it is not obeying? Why the existence is not obeying to me, And then you want to you look these movies, yeah. Yeah, you must imagine, and yeah, and you get the Ferrari, and and all this nonsense stuff. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. You will not be happy with the Ferrari, honestly. Yeah. If you don't have the money to pay the petrol. Yeah. The spare parts, if you make an accident, yeah. Costs you crazy such a thing. Yeah. So think, try to think less, first of all. Like in everything, when you're in a negative mind, you eat less. Yeah. And the positive thing, for example, you move. Yeah. You understand you don't move enough, so you move more. Okay. That would create positivity in your mind. Yeah. So understand what is negative, what has a negative title in your life. Yeah. The divine for most people is negative as well. That's why you cannot trust. Yeah. Because the mind unconsciously makes God negative. Yeah. So when you see the reality of it, you feel ashamed because you understand, I made him negative. Yeah. I am the worst critic of the divine. I am accusing him every day that he does not his job well. Yeah. Everything in my life goes wrong. Yeah. And if you take the logic of the negative mind, of course you must say it can only be his fault, right? If he wanted, he could stop the killing. He could stop any war, why he does not do it. Hmm? Yeah. So do not think with a negative mind, you cannot embrace the reality. And this is why it says in this hadith, yeah, neither heavens and earth can embrace me, but only the heart is positive, yeah, of a believer, right? You know that hadith? Yeah? This is the reason. The mind is negative. Remember that, okay? So when you start to loop, yeah, looping, in this negative mind, stop it. Find something positive. Be thankful. Accept what is. May Allah open for us reality and make us to belong to those who have the honor to meet and the honor to love him. Right? Because in a negative faith, there is no love. So the faith is not nourishing you. Yeah? May Allah bless all of you and opens Muharram for you and lifts your soul up into his divine presence, inshallah. Amen. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. All the best for you. Bismillah.